All right, we're rolling. Cool. Hey, Internet. My name is Mason. I go by Onchaincowboy, and I'm going to start making videos, Bitcoin videos. I'm super excited because I'm really passionate about Bitcoin and the good I believe Bitcoin will bring the world, and I'm excited to have another outlet, this time in video form, to be able to talk about things that are on my mind. And I think there are a few good channels, discussing Bitcoin out there on the internet, but I don't think there are nearly enough. I think there is, so much more to talk about, so many more perspectives, and I'm just um, excited to contribute whatever I can contribute. So I've made it a goal of mine to make over 100 videos in 2024. So I'm getting a head start. It's Sunday, December 31st, 2023. And I just want to start by recording a little intro video, a little bit about me, my background in Bitcoin, my Bitcoin story, the things that, you can expect from me to talk about in these videos, some various topics, the format that you can expect. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I, like I said, my name is Mason. I'm from the Dallas, Texas area, and I got a degree in finance from Texas Tech University. I currently live in Austin, Texas, and I guess you could say I am a finance professional. I work in the treasury department at a large tech company at a website that y'all have all heard of. I am working on getting Bitcoin on our balance sheet. Trust me, but that's probably, a better video in and of itself. And it's still definitely a work in progress. I have been learning about and been buying Bitcoin since 2017. That's when I first heard about it on YouTube. I grew up on YouTube. I have been using YouTube as my primary form of both learning and entertainment for decades at this point. I've had all kinds of YouTube channels throughout the years on various topics, and I'm excited to have another one. I Let's see. I told y'all that I, first heard about Bitcoin in 2017 on YouTube, but I want to tell you what my Bitcoin story is and what really made it click to start off. So I grew up, I would say, lower middle class. My parents worked very hard to get by, and it was, just a typical American paycheck to paycheck sort of thing. Um, Money was definitely a stressful topic, and there wasn't any extra of it. And when I was 11, I believe, my parents had these old creditors. They had struggled with credit card debt and various debt as they were in their 20s. And like I said, there was this creditor that all of a sudden came and froze our family's only bank account, trying to collect on an old debt. And it made it so that we couldn't buy bread or gasoline or do anything or buy anything for over a week because these creditors had come in and froze our bank accounts. And it was stressful, it was humiliating, embarrassing, enraging, anti American, in my opinion, to even have the ability to do that. I couldn't believe that that was possible. It was perfectly legal. It was just an awful thing to do to a family, and that really stuck with me. And when I was sleuthing around YouTube one day, and I came across Bitcoin, and I watched their first video, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't possible with Bitcoin. And I learned about how it gives, ordinary people around the world the ability to store value, the ability to protect themselves from the debasement from governments that they have no say over other than, sometimes an arbitrary vote, that are debasing money and, give people the ability to think about tomorrow because they know that they're going to have money put away that's not just disappearing in front of their eyes, and just the permissionless transaction piece of it, and just the whole thing just immediately clicked because I had that prior experience. So I just wanted to say that I think it's important to have these conversations and talk about it more. Just talk about Bitcoin. So yeah, that leads me into what you can expect out of these videos. I want to talk about ETFs. I want to talk about the halving coming up. I want to talk about ordinals, Lightning, Bitcoin, ESG narratives. I have all kinds of personal stories and just fun things. So you can expect all kinds of topics, mostly centered around Bitcoin going forward. I I think it's important to note I financially and mentally am 99%, I guess you could say, Bitcoin maximalist. I don't really identify with the toxic maximalism where there can be, no other thing. I think that NFTs and inscriptions are interesting, and certain, things along those lines are interesting. I still think 99% of crypto in general is chicanery and zero sum games that shouldn't exist. And like I said, I'm 99% Bitcoin, but I still think that there's some other things like those on-chain NFTs and inscriptions that are pretty cool. So you can expect topics aligning with those values. Don't expect any editing. This isn't going to be like a production quality, uh, you know production, I guess, for lack of a better word, or anything like that. I just want to sit down, look at my camera on my Mac, click record, throw it into iMovie, upload it. I don't know if it's going to go on both X and YouTube. Still making that decision, but you're watching it somehow right now. So what else? I've been making content on X for the past 2 or 3 years, and I'm in a lot of communities there. In Discord and in Twitter Spaces, X Spaces, all these sorts of things. So just excited to bring that into the video form and really get after it in 2024. Please follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do because, like I said, I'm really passionate about Bitcoin. We have a long way to go. We haven't won the game yet. We still need to be having these discussions and getting it in front of more folks. So I appreciate liking, sharing, following, subscribing, all the words. I am not a YouTuber yet, so I still have to get all these words and slogans down. And I'm sure these videos will get better with time. It will be a work in progress, so bear with me. Let's see. I think I think that's all. I think that's all I've got for now. I will see y'all next year, and looking forward to it. Cheers.